Hi, this is Brad Ott, Director of Instruction out here at TPC Craig Ranch, McKinney, Texas. Today I want to talk to you about a couple different types of practice. There's basically two types of practice you're going to be looking at whenever you're preparing for either a round of golf or a practice session. Today we're going to talk about the difference between the two and what you're looking for whenever you're practicing. Basically, when you're looking at a session, you're gonna try and accomplish a certain goal. It may be maybe a swing movement pattern, it might be a shot selection, or it could be a number of things. But when you're working on your mechanics of your golf swing, I always look at that and I refer to that as mechanical practice. Mechanical practice involves changing your movement patterns. Sometimes you may be moving in alignment position with your shoulders. Could be a grip change, could be any type of body part change. But when you're in mechanical mode, what I suggest you do is I suggest you break it down into slow moving parts and try and develop a new movement pattern. Try and break down an old movement pattern and develop a new movement pattern. This is one of the techniques I use. Whenever I'm working on mechanics with my students, the first thing I always mandate is that we work on our alignment, make sure we have good alignment. Without good alignment, we really don't have a good basis to start the session, so we want to make sure we have a good alignment. When you're working on alignment, make sure your inside stick is your body line, your outside stick is going to be your target line. So you're looking at point, you're going to find a target out somewhere there so you can have a point of reference. When you're going through this mechanical type of practice, what I always teach is a very slow moving practice session. So when you first learn it, always move slow. So for example, if I'm working on, let's say first position, let's say I'm getting the club behind me, go real slow in the beginning to get a feel what it's like. If you don't slow it down, you're probably going to continue that old movement pattern. You're going to keep moving it inside. So work real slow. As you get more comfortable with it, pick the speed up. Go a little bit faster on the next view. Go a tiny bit faster. You're going to get faster and faster and faster until you start getting a feel for it. Now, once you start to correct the swing flaw, then what I'd like to see you do, I'd like to see you put that into play. So whenever I switch over, I always call it transfer practice, or you're getting ready for the golf course. You want to actually get rid of your sticks. You want to push them aside. You want to get rid of your sticks, and now you're going to move around to different targets. So this is where you're going to start going through your routine. You're going to look at a different target. Maybe you'll move it off to the right, and you'll actually set into the ball as though you were playing. And I want you to try and make that same position. It could be that same exact position, except now you're going at normal speed. You're going to start hitting these at normal speed. So whenever you're practicing, be sure to differentiate between mechanical practice and then that transfer practice, which gets you ready for the golf course. Make sure to get the movement pattern first. Start nice and slow. As you get more and more comfortable with that and you start speeding up, take the sticks away, start moving around targets. You can go a little bit further left, a little bit further right, and start trying to put that into play and see if you can't start to determine what is that going to do to my ball flight. And as long as you and your coach are on the right page that that's the correct move, your ball flight should improve.